Today I wanted to go over the for loop inside of Python, and I wanted to go over a couple of different data types where we can use the loop. So for example, I wanted to start out with a list. So if I had a list, let's say of vowels, square brackets, so I'll go A, E, I, O, and U. That's my list. And just print it just to make sure that it is working properly. Cool. And so the for loop, we're going to start by typing for, and it might look a little bit confusing at first. So if I say for each letter in vowels, colon, enter, and make sure you have this indentation of at least 2 spaces or 4 spaces. I'm just going to simply print the letter just to make sure the loop's working. Perfect, so that worked properly. And so going back to this is the variable vowels right here. It's a direct mapping. So we're saying here, I can say whatever I want right here. So this can be X if I wanted it to be, and it'll work exactly the same. And so once it loops through each element, I'm going to call it X. And again, that's going to be mapping to vowels as its reference, okay? And so I'm just going to name this something that's related. So I want to call them each a letter. So for each letter inside of vowels, just want you to print letter, okay? Cool. So now you can even use conditionals for each time it finds that letter. And so I want to see if I have a string here, I'll just do the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It's a pretty popular sentence to try out in coding. And now I want to see if each of these letters is a vowel or not. And the way we'll know is that we will check to see if T is in vowels, if H is in vowels, or if E is in vowels, and we will print it out accordingly. So if the letter that we're looping through at the time is in vowels, make sure I spell it right, colon, print, I'll use string interpolation by using F, quotation marks, and then my variable letter is a vowel. So, oh, spelled that wrong. Okay, I'll print it. Cool. So it found E, it found the U, found the I, so that's working properly. But I do want it to print out everything else, even if it's not a vowel. So I'll do an else. If it's not a vowel, then I want you just to print whatever that letter is. Cool. So I hit run, and now it's printing every single letter, but once it gets to our vowel, it is printing that out. U is a vowel, I is a vowel. So that's working properly. So that's how we do the for loop when it comes to a list. Okay, so if I delete that, now I have just written this dictionary. And remember, a dictionary has the squiggly brackets, and a dictionary, kind of like a list, but it now has a key and a value pair. So now there's 2 values inside of there for each list item, where a list had just one. So when we do a for loop, I want to have to handle the two values. So originally we would write the for each letter inside of vowels, right? Or inside the string. Now we're going to have to do two items. So when it comes to dictionaries, I will do for, I'll say this is the alph letter, like the alphabet letter, comma, Morse letter for the Morse code. So alph letter will be the key, comma, Morse letter is the value. So now I'm looping through each of those and handling them and assigning them a variable name. So for each alph letter and Morse letter inside of Morse code, and I need to do dot items because that will grab all the data inside of the dictionary, colon, print, let's just do alph letter, okay. So now over here you can see it prints out all of the keys. Now I can do all the values, Morse letter, perfect. And now I can use this data however I'd like, so I can just use string interpolation or something like that. So I can say alph letter is equal to Morse letter. Print that out. Cool. So A is equal to dot dash, B is equal to dash dot dot dot, so on and so forth. And I did write an entire Morse code translator if you want to check that out in my next video. But that is how you loop through a dictionary. So we went over looping through a list. With the vowels, we went through looping through a string, also in that last example, and then also through a dictionary. So that is the for loop. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe and check out my other videos. Thank you so much.